million Americans just had their credit destroyed overnight. And if you're under 30, I would say about under 30, 32 years old, honestly, this is something you definitely want to dive into. If you know anyone that's going to be under 30 years old, or under 32 years old, I need you to do me a favor. Text them this link. Tell them, hey, to watch this live now or watch the replay when we get done, because this is a serious matter. I'm literally within the next 25 minutes. I'm going to try my hardest to do this. So at 2:25, get off of here. I'm literally going to show you exactly what's happening. And one simple move that I believe that's saving our community's financial future. Some of you all who may be new to this community, man, one of the things that we're focusing on here within the next 10 years, I've repositioned my company to focus on getting us into the black. And so technically common language is into the green, but because I'm a money guy, a finance expert, I can honestly say that because of my education now. The proper term that we use within the financial world is in the black. So we're trying to get people out of the red, which is out of debt, and into the black. And so every time as I'm reading articles, what I told myself was, man, I want to come on here and I want to give you all just a little bit of information, just a little bit of information. So I want to show you all the article that I'm going to be reading from on today. So you all will know. So every single morning, as you all, or not as you all know, some of you may know this, but a lot of you all may not know this. But I get up and I read. I read two things. I read my word of God. So I download from God as I'm growing and maturing in the gospel. And then I read my world, right? I read my world. And so I want to give you this article so you can have this on here. This article is coming from CNN. Credit scores drop at fastest pace since the Great Recession. Credit scores are falling at the fastest pace since the Great Recession, as Americans struggle to keep up with the high cost of living and the return of student loan debts payments. The national average FICO score, watch this, as you all can see, the average FICO score dropped by 2 points this year, the most since 2009, according to a data release Tuesday by Analytics Company. Although credit scores remain significantly higher than during the Great Recession, they are down for one second year in a row. FICO found a growing share of borrowers are falling behind on car loans, credit cards, and personal loans. Watch this. Younger Americans exposed to double whammy of high student debt and low entry level hiring are under even more financial pressure. Are under more financial pressure. Don't forget that you all are on this screen. My notes and the article is on this screen, and the camera is right here, just as you all can see. I'm not looking around. I want to ask y'all this question as we are looking at this, and I'm going to put this inside the chat so you all can do more research on yourself, because I don't want to read the entire article. But let me put this inside of the chat. CNN article. So you all can know that, hey, this is where I'm getting my information from. So you can check that out. Also, for those of you all who are watching the rerun, I will make sure to have this inside of the show notes on the replay. So as I'm getting up and as I was reading through this article, there's always going to be something on these lives. I'm never just going to present to you a problem. I'm also going to do research. Like, all right, here's a problem. Here's my thoughts. Here's a solution. So stick with me to the very end, because I'm going to give you something that if some of you all are struggling with your credit, here's some 2 actionable points I need you to do. And then also here's a free tool, a free resource that you can use to help you get 80, I'll say about in between 30 and 80 points. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why credit scores are crashing faster than the Great Recession, as we just saw in this article, who's getting hit the hardest, and the proven system to not just survive this crisis that we're seeing here that's coming up, but actually build credit while everyone else is losing theirs. All right. So we're covering three things three main things. Number one, the hidden data that the media won't tell you about. They'll talk about the government shutdown, and we did a video on that. They'll talk about what Donald Trump is doing, but very rarely do they talk about how do we help you succeed financially. I'm still the guy that does not believe in consumer debt, but I have shifted my perspective a little bit when it comes to we do need a credit. I would want you to have a good credit score, a complete zero credit score. And I say a good credit score because when we have a good credit score, especially with us seeing interest rates going down, well, we can qualify for those lower interest rates. How many of you all can use a refi on your mortgage? How many of you all right now probably financed a car, which is not wise, but you finance it at a very high interest rate because of your credit situation? I would rather you refi it at a lower interest rate while you have it in your debt snowball. So a higher credit score does help you with your normal average everyday things, right? So I'm very big on making sure that we have a zero score or we have a positive score, but a positive score with no debt. We're also going to be covering why Gen Z is going to be, I believe, the most impacted by this particular study and the exact strategy I'm using with my community, you all right now, to make sure that this does not happen. So I need you to stay to the end because I'm giving you the free information of what you're going to get. I promise you it's going to be great. Before we dive in, do me a favor real quick. There's about 350 of you all watching this live. If you can do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. We've already hit the 1 million subscribers. Heck, we're already at like 1,010,000 subscribers. We've grown tremendously like over the last 2-3 days. Thank you to all the new people who are joined this amazing community. If you're watching for the very first time and you have not joined this community, hey, do us a favor. It's a free thing that you can do to support this movement. Hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and join this particular family. All right, let's get into it. Here's the shocking reality. Give me, it's 208. I told y'all what, 225, right? All right, I'm gonna try and do it real quick. Here's what's really happening. Let's talk about it. Credit scores are falling at the fastest pace since the Great Recession. The national average FICO score, as we saw in the article, dropped 2 points. 2 points. I'm going to pin the article at the top so that way those of you all who are coming in, who are always thinking, oh, Anthony's just making stuff up, you can honestly go click the article and see what I'm talking about is actually valid. So again, the national FICO score dropped 2 points this year. Now, that might not, let's be real, it doesn't sound like much to the average person, but in the credit world, that is actually massive. That represents millions of people losing access to good interest rates. That is millions of people getting denied for apartments. That is millions of people having to pay a higher premium in car insurance. And while losing access to all this stuff, watching their financial futures crumble. Because if we pay more in premium insurance, if premiums when it comes to our insurance, if we're paying more, if we got to go to the apartment complex and we got to put down first month and last month rent, if we got to go turn on our lights and now we got to pay a $500 deposit, if we're going to, get a mortgage, we qualify for the largest, not largest, but the highest interest rate, that's hurting us. It's hurting us tremendously. And in this article, and as I did a little bit more research, Generation Z, they were actually hit with 3 points of a drop. This is the biggest decline since COVID. But here's the part that really, I'm gonna get my notes, that really breaks my heart. I had a 24-year-old, 24, a 24-year-old individual in our community called into my call-in line crying. This particular individual asked me to give him a call back, and I normally don't call back. I normally don't call back, but for some odd reason, I said, you know what, I got some time, let me call them back. Her credit score dropped 67 points within the last 45 days. Within the last 45 days, right? She did everything right. Graduated college, got a job, paid her bills on time when she could. But unfortunately, she didn't understand how to play the game. And I keep and as you all see, I'm evolving it, and I'm getting more comfortable in sharing some of the things that I'm just shifting, right? I do believe that money is a game. You're either a piece of the game or you play the game. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper, specifically when it comes to African Americans. We either become a piece of the game. And what happens when we become a piece of the game? I don't have any things up here, but when you're a piece of the game, you are controlled and you are moved. You are placed wherever the player wants to place you. But if you know how to play the game, you're no longer a piece of the game. You know how to maneuver within the game itself. And unfortunately, this lady did not know how to play the game. Here's what nobody's telling you and what nobody told her. This isn't about individual mistakes. Some of this sometimes is about systemic collapse affecting millions of good people who honestly played by the rules, but they were being played as a piece of the game. I wanna have this honest conversation with you, and I really want you to drop a comments right now if you're watching this live. Do me a favor real quick, and I'm gonna wait because there is a delay. But I want you to be honest. Don't put your credit score on there. But over the last 6 months, have you noticed your credit score drop lately? For whatever reason, maybe you're doing things right, maybe you had to miss a payment, or maybe it just happened all of a sudden. Have you noticed your credit score drop by a point, 2 points, 5 points, 10 points? Just put me. Just put me, because here's the thing. I guarantee you're going to see here in a little bit that you're not alone. You're not alone. Millions of people have been saying, "Yo, I see this. I've been paying my bills on time, but for some odd reason, my credit score is still dropped. I don't know what's going on. Yes, I did have a late pay, so that maybe is why. But for those of us who can say, you know what, I haven't, and let me be real with you all, I've seen mine drop, and y'all, I don't have any debt outside of mortgages. So what's really causing this? Let's have this conversation. The media is giving you surface level answers, but I dug into the data, and what I found, it may shock some of you all. Number one, the student loan bomb. You see, between February and April of this year, February and April of 2025, 6.1 million people had student loan delinquencies added back to their credit files. That's 6.1 million people. You see, the student loan delinquency rate hit 29%. That's nearly 1 in 3 borrowers who can't make their payments. I'm saying it one more time. 6.1 million people. And I guarantee you, if I ask, and I don't want to ask that right now, out of that 6.1 million people, about 50% of you are watching this live or watching the replay. And I don't want to go backwards and be like I told you so. But if any of you all were following me during COVID time and they had the pause on the interest rates and a pause on the payments, I told you all, yo, listen, if you have a guaranteed job and you got at least 3 to 6 months at that time of expenses saved, man, don't stop the debt snowball. This is the best time to even go harder on the debt snowball because you don't have to pay no interest on your student loans. But a lot of people got comfortable. Because here's what happened during COVID. Student loan payments were paused. People got used to not having to make the payment. They got used to and they got comfortable without having the interest. Then in May, collections restarted. And if I'm being honest and transparent, man, it's been crazy since then. Here's number two, the job market. The job market that honestly, I'm surprised that I'm not seeing other financial influencers or financial experts talk about this. But new college graduates are facing the worst job market in years. Even when they find work, they're severely underpaid compared to their student loan debt. I was having a conversation with my students at Virginia Union. As y'all can see, I got the jacket on today. I was having a conversation with them, and I was teaching them, hey, the number one key for you is not a salary, it is margin. What is the best salary and low living expenses that now creates margin? And with that margin, we save and we invest. So if you got to move to Dakota, if you got to move to Florence, South Carolina, if you got to move somewhere to where your pay may not be way up here, but your expenses are way down here and your pay may be here, we want the most margin. It makes no sense for you to go to New York and get $100,000 job, but then you're spending $85,000 to live. Now you only got $15,000 in margin throughout the year, $1,000 a month when you can move to somewhere like a Columbia, South Carolina, and make 85,000, only pay 25, $30,000 to live. Now you got 40, $50,000 in margin. This generation, we have to get to a point. How do I say this? And it's not even just this generation. All of us, hear me clearly, including myself. Y'all, we have to start, because I want to be sensitive on how I say this. Because I need employees. This is how I can say it. Have your 9 to 5. And this is something that we're teaching within my school. Have your 9 to 5. But what is a business that you own, that you and your family own, that is generating other income? Watch this. You can't build credit, a good score, when you can't find work. And honestly, our scores hurt. Our scores hurt when we can't find work and when we don't have a job because we can't pay the bills. And while this is happening, the cost of everything else, rent, groceries, gas, living, keeps going up. And if I'm going to be honest, man, this is why I'm so passionate about this message. People are honestly drowning. People are drowning. Let me tell you who's getting hit the hardest. Because this might be you or this might be one of your loved ones, and you have to send this to them. 14% of Generation Z, 32 and younger, or 30 and younger, had credit scores drop, watch this, 50 points or more within the last year. Say that again, and I'm going to get y'all up out of here. And I'm going to give you some practical things, what I need y'all to do to make sure that this is not you. There's two main things I really, really, really need you to do. 14% of Generation Z had their credit scores drop 50 points or more in the last year. That is the difference between getting approved for an apartment, and I hate to say it, and living in your car. And y'all know me. I lived in my car for a period of time. 34% of Generation Z carry student loans. That's double the national average. And get this, 64% of them are using credit cards just to survive month to month. It's all in the article. Go to the top. If you were just now tuned in, go to the top of that CNN article. They're using credit cards. And this is why I'm like, okay, wait, I got to do something about this. Because before I used to call people stupid for using a credit card. And I felt convicted because I'm like, yo, while it's not wise, I can't call you stupid for trying to live. I can't call you stupid for trying to live. And let me say this here on the show. Let me apologize. Let me apologize for some of the past rhetoric that I've said. I am passionate about debt and not having debt. I'm so passionate about it. But man, as I've been learning and growing and maturing, and watch this, exposing myself to different communities and different environments, man, there are people who sometimes lack the education And they get a credit card not because they're trying to buy frivolous things or liabilities. No, they're getting credit cards just so they can buy groceries. That's not stupid. It's not stupid at all. It may be unwise, but it's not stupid. So I want to apologize about that. Do y'all accept my apology? Let me know if y'all accept my apology in the chat. I still think it's unwise, but I understand. I understand. So when I woke up and I saw this article, for those of you who are just now tuning in, let me show you all this article so you all can see it. I have it pinned inside of the chat. CNN says credit scores drop at fastest pace since the Great Recession. I have it pinned, and as I was studying this morning, it just really bothered me. I was reading this article, mounting financial stress, student debt hobbles Generation Z, drastic hit to credit scores. As you can see here now, as you see another problem, younger Americans are also contending with the most difficult job market in years for new college students. Man, taking on a second job is going to how you could do it. So I really want to give you some practical things real quick. I want to give you some practical things to do um, on what you can do because I really want to help you down. So as I was doing my own research, y'all, um, I was doing my own research. I said, all right, God, how can I help my people with this information? Because a lot of you all really do. I said, God, I need something real. Like, what is something that my people can actually do right now that can help them immediately? I mean, honestly, help them immediately. And y'all, I was just doing some research and my friends, they offer something that's amazing. So I wish I could do this, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Y'all, this is amazing. Let me pull it up for you. You all need to do this. You all need to do this right now. There is a way now you can have your rent reported guaranteed to your credit reports. And watch this. You can go back. Hold on a minute. Let me say this. Um, hold on. You can go back up to 2 years. Yes, up to 2 years. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me show you. You can now have your rent reported to your credit report moving forward every month and go back 2 years. Let me show you. I want to show y'all. This is it. This is my friends over there at Kickoff. Get extra credit you deserve with rent reporting. Kickoff can help you boost your credit with the rent you already pay. That's right. No heavy lifting for you. You come down. Hold on, I'm gonna show you right here. Here you go. For a one-time fee of $50, we will report all verifiable rent payments from up to 24 months. So they will go back 24 months, put 2 years. Y'all, hold on, wait. I need y'all to see my face. They will go back and put 2 years of good payment on your credit report as long as you're making the payment via your bank account. So it's not you're making a cash payment and dropping it off. It's like, no, can you say on my bank statement or on your debit card, some of y'all on your credit card statement, this is for my rent. And if so, immediately they can report up to 2 years of credit. What? Listen, let me put this in there so y'all can get it. This is I mean, listen, this is for people. All you guys go to anthonyo'neill.com/kickoff. I just tagged that at the at the top. Is also will be inside the show notes for people rewatching this, watching the rerun. I'm sorry, y'all. I've had a long day, a lot of talking. And so to me, when I was reading this report earlier, I was like, okay, God, I can go in here and tell people to budget and live below their means And while Wall Street is hitting highs, Main Street is drowning. I can come in here and talk about all this type of stuff, right? But I'm like, no, God, I need something that my people can practically do right now. That they can go on and get their credit report on, I mean, just locked in. Locked in. And so you're trying to tell me, wait a minute, for the premium version, it's only $20. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm lying. Nope. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me pull up screen two. Here we go. You're going to get it on all three credit bureaus, as you can see right here. I don't know if you can see it over here. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse. But you're going to get it on all three credit bureaus. Starting with my code, you'll start at $5 a month. Average points, 84 points, and it's secure. It's just asking me for my login information because I have an account with them, right? So I'm not promoting something that I don't do. I wish I can do my um I wish I could do have this reported to mine as well. But I have mortgages, so you know they're reporting me pretty good. But y'all, total household debt just hit $18.4 trillion. We are near record levels. Credit card balances are at $1.21 trillion, also near records. 19% of consumers had to skip bills just to survive this year, and it hurt their credit score. Almost 1 in 5 people couldn't pay their bills without using the credit card. And out of those 1 in 5 people who use the credit cards, nearly 50% of those individuals are delinquent on their credit cards. Tommy Lee from FICO told CNN that we're seeing delinquency rates more consistent with an economy and recession than expansion. Think about that. We're technically not in a recession. Don't listen to these financial gurus and influencers who tell me, oh, we're in a recession. No, we're not in a recession. We're not technically. But people are acting like we are because that's their reality. They're feeling it. And because they're feeling it, they want to progress, not progress, but put all this on us. No, the truth of the fact is some of us need to make better financial decisions. But we are living in two different economies. And most of us are in the wrong one. But here's the good news. If you go to anthonyoneil.com/kickoff, go back, pay the extra fee. It's like what, $50, one lump sum? They'll go back and they'll put 2 years of good reporting on your credit report. Y'all, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Let me see. Let me see if y'all have any questions before I let y'all go. I just want to jump on here real quick. Okay. I'm doing this. I've had several of my clients and community members do this. Um, I am I am uh I'm doing it. Is your code on your website? No, just go to anthonyoneil.com/kickoff. Once you click on that link, you'll automatically get my code. Great Recession August. Real good. Malik King, what about the 32-year-old? Well, the study on CNN, if you read the article that I put in, that I referenced earlier, it said that Gen Z, it was about 30, 32. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 30 to be correct. Gen Z is 30. Someone do the research and put it in chat for me. But Gen Z, whatever that age bracket is, they are hitting it. They're feeling it the most. And so I wanted to just, that's what I was talking about when I said 30, 32. Um, um, August said, for $50, I'll take it. And I have paid on time for those time periods. Send it. Okay, he's going in. Sylvia said, wow. Okay, all right, cool. How many points? How many points does your credit increase with the addition of the rent payment? Well, I don't want to lie to you, Dark. I do not want to lie to you. I have not used the rent payment. I have had people within our community, in the Black community, use it. And they said that well, I haven't seen, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you all. I have not seen 84 points. I have seen someone say 50 points. Several people say 50 points, which 50 points is better than 0 points, right? But I have not yet seen people come back within our community that say that they have 84 points. It's about 700 of you all on here watching right now. If you can let me know if you've used them before and if you got the 84 points, so we can, maybe just use it within our community, within our fan base. Okay, Folio said I need 28 points to be in 800. Folio, man, I'll do this today. I would do this today. This is not an overnight thing, y'all. This is, all right, we're going to put it on there. We're going to let it sit. We're going to keep working our debt snowball, keep getting out of debt. We're going to keep positive trade lines on there that is not debt, like Kickoff. And then we should be good. Just bank statements are accepted. Nah, they have other things on there too. I'm gonna be honest with you all. Now again, I did the research. I called my rep there to ask them verify if this is true. I have not used this because I don't rent. So I don't want to mislead in anything, right? I believe that it works. I know that it works because we have people in our community that has used this. So I would definitely it should be good. Okay, Natalie says I'm already with Kickoff. So Natalie, are you using the rent payment stuff? Are you using that? Can you let us know? Um, can you let us know? T, ads be coming on my live. Y'all, do ads really be coming on my live? Let me know because I need to fix that. I don't want no ads coming on while I'm live, y'all. What the heck? I need y'all rocking with me. I mean, I need to talk to my team about that. I don't like that. I'm so sorry. Um uh okay. Whoa. Here we go, y'all. It's Natalie. I don't know Natalie. Natalie Shaw says she went up 92 points with Kickoff. 92 points with Kickoff. All you gotta do is go to anthonyoneal.com/kickoff. That's crazy. 92 points? Man, I wish I could bring you on the show right now. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I have a measly $200 secure card, but trying my best to get my score up. Sherry, baby, I don't like credit cards. I mean, I still live with that. I don't like them because I believe that's just debt. Here's what I like about Kickoff. Yes, you get a trade line item reported to your credit report. Yes, they're going to also add your rent payments to your credit report. But one thing I like about Kickoff is they don't want you to use any of it, so they make the products that you could buy with their trade line completely horrible and trash because they want you to get a good credit score. They want you to get their financial education to get a good score. They don't want you in any more debt. That's why I aligned with them, and that's why I love Kickoff, and that's why I use them personally because they do not want you to have any more debt. And so if I'm you all, y'all listen, I am literally going to anthonyoneal.com/kickoff. Join today. And I promise you it's going to be well worth your time. And also I want to see something because I want to give you all something else. Man, I feel like as I'm getting older, y'all, I feel like we having like my nose hair be just all over the place. I'm be feeling a little uncomfortable. I don't know why I be always just hitting my nose, but I feel like I got nose hair. But yo, I want to give you all this information. Go to anthonyneal.com/kickoff, y'all. But here's something else too that I want to give you all. And I just want to give you all some options to just look into this. Actually, you know what? Let me not do that. Yeah, let me not do that because I want to verify this first. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. I want to verify that. I want to verify this information first. Y'all listen, I told you 225 is 235. So I'm done teaching. To the 800 of you all watching right now, thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Do me a quick favor. What about self? What about self? Just watch your other vids. HYSA. Amazing information. Just my mindset. Thank you. Howard folks. What about self? What about self? Okay, so we got a troll in the chat. All right. I'm learning. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning as as I'm going live more. You're gonna have them trolls. I totally understand. Do you have a video on bankruptcy? Florida, I don't. I don't. I need to honestly look into. I need to look into that. So I'm going to definitely for sure check that. Uh, check that out. All right. The My Balance Life. She says she's signing up for Kickoff. Yo, I agree with you. Hey, do me a favor, y'all. If y'all can, hit the thumbs up for me. The thumbs up just helps us share this message out to those. If you have someone who's struggling with their credit, who needs some help, who do need some more information, please, please, please send them this video. For those of you all who are just now tuning in, I really want you all to know every single day I'm getting up. And so I just want to show you, if you go to, I'm going to put the link back inside of it. This is the article we were talking about on today. Let me do this. Yeah, this is the article we were on today. Congress had, no, not that one. Okay, let me pull up the other article, y'all. I'm sorry. Me in full screen. Hold on. Oh man, I deleted the article. Let me go back and get it, y'all. I'm still learning how to do this live stuff, so y'all bear with me. I still be learning how to do all this. My team is like, man, you got to start educating more and just having a conversation. So didn't I put it inside of that? Didn't I put that inside here, y'all? Oh no, I can't find it. Did anyone save the article? If you did, let me know. Put it back in the chat for me if you saved the article, because I can't find the article anymore, y'all. I'm so sorry, and I want to make sure that people see the article, the CNN article. Wait, I think I can just go to my history, right? Earlier today. Was it? I can't find it, y'all. I'm so sorry. There it is. I got it. All right. I got it, y'all. Here we go. Let's do this so y'all can see it for those of you all who just now tuned in. Here we go. I'm going back up. Credit scores drop at fastest pace since the Great Recession. Let me go ahead and put this inside of the chat right now. Here we go. CNN article so you all can have it. Boom. Thank you all so much. So there it is. Check that out, you all. I'm not gonna stay on here too long because I wanted to make sure I just got on here and just had a quick little conversation. Thank you so much. I'm just tuning in, but rewatch later as well. Thank you so much. Hey, go on ahead and do this. My mentor is telling me you sell by listening to King Ashley Ann. I have no idea who that is. All right, cool, great. All right, y'all listen, I'm up out of here. I don't want to keep you all too long, so make sure y'all have the opportunity to check that out. Thank you all so much. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed this quick live that I did today, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are in the market of joining, getting your credit better, go to anthonyoneil.com/kickoff and get your rent reported. And then also as well, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. All right. Love y'all. Peace out.